Alright.
Where the fuck did my game go? Okay, here it is. I'm gonna pick up some fucking gold hoarder missions.
Alright. Do missions stay with you, like, in between sessions?
I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What about if you cancel them or if they don't get picked, if you propose one, do they go back to you?
Oh yeah, I think they will go back to your inventory or like mission table, whatever it's called.
Okay, because I was on the chicken mission and I just fucking canceled that shit because it was getting too fucking weird. like seriously, I only got one chicken coop. I was that stupid before I set sail. And then when I went to go get another one at an outpost, someone else was there. I'm assuming they just started the game too because their sails weren't down. And then, are you on the boat?
Yeah, I'm on a boat already.
Okay. Alright, there we go. And,
there's a mission.
And then when I got the second chicken coop, I couldn't go back to the island I was at because I got confronted by some bastards. And that led me to go on a literal wild goose chase to try to find another island that had chickens, but but I couldn't for the life of me find one.
Oh, come down here and there's a mission on the table.
All right. If Matt or Colin were here, I'd suggest that if one was in the sky, I would suggest that we go for the skull forts, but there isn't one.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird because I saw one earlier when I was trying to get into this just by myself.
Yeah.
But now it's gone. Like in my game, it was in the last thing I was in, it was completely like cloud free and shit like that, and then what was it? It was cloud free, and I couldn't see it anymore, even though I had just seen it the session before. I was like, what the fuck?
Still looking for this island we're supposed to be going to. Almost. That's not it.
It looks like a hedgehog. Or no, it looks like Shaman from Pokemon. Which I guess is the same thing, right? Shaman's based on a hedgehog?
I think so.
His first form is. But his second form is clearly based on that of like reindeer. Yep. Blackwater Enclave. Okay, tell me which direction.
It is north.
North? Just north of us?
Yeah. Mostly north, yeah.
Alright, I have the sail angled in the wind, but that'll change as soon as we turn. Ooh. Oh shit, we're gonna crash into rocks.
Yeah.
Fuck. Goddamn wind. Don't you know we're pirates? E-har-har, fiddly-dee and all that shit. You've seen that Lazy Town meme, right? That came from that song. Took me way too long to figure out how to like get my weapons ready. Turns out it was Y on the Xbox controller. Oh shit.
Oh, we're about to hit another rock.
Yep. That's my bad. Oh shit. That's my bad for being away from the wheel. You shouldn't leave your vehicle running when you're not at the wheel. Kind of reminds me of a Louis C.K. Bit where he's just like where he's renting a car from Hertz, and he just you've heard it, right? You've heard that bit where he just leaves it out in front of the airport, and he's like, I realized I could do this all the time. he's just like you could walk out of a car while it's still running down the highway or some shit like that. No, not the highway. I think it's New York City traffic or some shit like that. Some city traffic.
What the fuck?
And it's just like, and the airport will still want it back. Or the car rental place will still want it back.
I think I see another boat. Is that?
Oh.
That might
No,
be
that's a fort.
it's a lighthouse. Oh, fort, okay.
The outside of the fortresses are surrounded by what do you call them? They're surrounded by what the fuck are their names? Things you hide in during like war or some shit to get the surprise on the enemy. They're surrounded by those because once you enter them when they're for what the fuck do you call them? When they're for raids, they start firing on you.
Okay.
Yeah. Hell, even on some of the islands that you can go to, they will still they're fired by the skeletons, and they'll still fire on you if that shit is active.
How do you tell which direction the wind is blowing from?
You can see the strands of wind. Like right now where I am, I can see the strands of wind blowing, and they're going forward. So yeah. All right, so completely north is where we're supposed to go, right? Skull Keep.
Basically, I'm gonna check the map.
I gotta turn the fuck around.
Why?
Because we're going south.
Oh.
Yeah, thanks to where we were facing with that outpost. And once I have us face the right direction...
Hey, look where I'm standing.
Right there. And one of your feet is in midair. You're a Super Saiyan. Have you ever watched an episode of Dragon Ball at all? Or one of the movies?
Not a full one, no.
If you ever have the curiosity, I suggest Dragon Ball Z Kai, especially if you want to watch the English dub.
Put the anchor down.
What?
I fucking fell off the ship.
Oh fuck! You know,
actually, no, just keep going.
Yeah. I was just about to say, if you wait long enough, the mer dude would show up.
Yeah. Oh, well, I probably shouldn't swim too far underwater, but
you're gonna eventually drown if you do that. But luckily, it only decreases your health by negligible increments. Yeah. In Team 4 Star's first stream of this game, Kieran, one of the guys playing, or that is a part of Team 4 Star. Fuck, I just saw lightning right in front of the fucking ship. Anyways, so he accidentally fell off the side of the ship, and they had a bigger ship than this because there were 3 of them, and they were going at full speed with the ship. And because of how fast they were going when they let down the anchor to get him to come back onto the ship, what they did is that they accidentally tore the ship from under them by accident with the fucking anchor. They didn't realize until it was too late, and it fucking sunk. The best part about that, they were on the same chicken mission I was. Yeah, they had just gotten the chickens and some fine silks from the island that they had visited. There ye be. You don't care if I record this with my Elgato for YouTube, do you?
Nope.
I figured that.
Okay, wait, never mind. My map is just being stupid. Yeah, you are gonna have to turn like. Wait, where the hell are we supposed to be going? Right, yeah, you have to turn basically.
You said north. We're going east.
Yeah.
We're going east. So the thing with this is the way that the storm is. It's fucking with the wheel.
Yeah.
So it keeps forcing it one direction or the other, depending on which way we're facing. Like right now, it's pulling to the right, and now it's pulling to the left. It all depends on where it is. Okay, now here we go. I'm just gonna stay here until if we're going north by northeast, we'll hit there eventually. But it's just like I think if we go more north, it'll pull to the left. We're going against the wind, so I don't know how much help that's gonna have. Well, it might help once we get more north. Oh, thank Jesus. We're out of the fucking storm. No, we're out of the storm.
Okay.
We're just past the clouds. Did you see the band I recommended Colin last night in the Facebook chat?
don't remember if I did. I don't think
Well,
so.
if you didn't, I recommended him the British band McFly. And I remember talking to you and Matt about that several days ago. You remember? I think I brought them up.
Yeah.
And I posted a couple videos of their songs to YouTube, because I find their music pretty relaxing to listen to. I mean, they don't make a lot of sad songs, so it's really easy to get into their music. And in that shitty movie I was telling you and Matt about that they were in, they actually correctly described their sound as a mix between early Beatles and Blink-182, which I find to be the perfect description for most of their music. Like, they make a really good mix of pop rock, pop punk, and power pop.
Turn a bit to the northwest now.
Alrighty then. But yeah, I honestly recommend their music to anybody who likes that kind of music and actually likes real instruments in their songs rather than synthesized shit. Except for their fifth album. Their fifth album's entirely synth pop, which I'm not saying is bad, but I don't like the way that they did it. It's a trend I've seen with pop rock / pop punk / power pop bands like them, All Time Low, and a few other bands. They cannot do synth right for some reason. It's either that they choose to work with the wrong people, or they're too new to it. So in the way that they're choosing not to work with the right people, they don't know how to do it, and thus they fuck it up. Like their brother, I guess, to call him boy band rather than, or not boy band, brother British band, Busted. They recently got back together like 2 years ago because they had broken up in like 2005. Yeah. Because one of the members wanted to do different types of music, and he didn't think that the band would let him do that. I don't know. I think eventually they might have progressed into something that he would have liked to do. It's just not at the time. I don't know. But their third album that they released a couple of years ago is pretty much all synth pop related, and they actually did it okay. Like, it actually sounds like something from the 80s, which I think is how you do it the best. I mean, personally, I don't think it's as great as their previous material, but
Alright. Hit sharp north
it's okay.
now, and then straight ahead.
Yeah, I did twist this right, so the wheel. And yeah, there's a bunch of rocks we need to navigate. Oh my god. Alright, even her out for a bit to clear these rocks. Actually, a little bit more to the right. I ain't taking no chances. I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Yeah, it's still just about sharp north. You're good.
Yeah. I'll wait until we clear these rocks, then turn around that island in front of us. Is that an island or is that a fort?
Looks like an island.
I think it's a fort. There's a side thing.
Yeah, I see the thing on the right side too, but I don't see anything else. I don't know yet.
It could just be an island with those things. I think that those exist. They're just under different names. Have you guys ever tried to do the raids at all?
Not yet. No.
Okay. Just so you know, there's several tips and tricks you need to know going in, because the game doesn't really tell you that. You sort of discover it by yourselves. There's about 5 waves of skeletons when you do that, when you land at the island. At least one person in your crew needs to stay on the island, or else the game will reset the island back to how it was when you found it. And you'll need to eliminate those earlier waves again. Not only that, but at least a couple of the towers, that's what they're called. The towers will have skeletons reset to those as well. So that they start shooting at your boat to sink it.
Alright, are you close to rocks yet?
Yeah. We're heading
Because now
north.
you're gonna have to turn south.
Really?
Yeah, apparently the rocks were part of the northern, side of the island, kind of.
Okay. So that's basically what happens there if you all die at once or get off the island at once. Somehow. Or a mixture of the two. A couple of the waves are just the regular skeletons. The regular white skeletons that are just bare, that you just cutlass or gun down in cold blood like a black man in the city. Anyways, especially if you're a police officer. Anyways, what is it? Then you reach gold skeletons at some point, either in the second or third wave. You need to hit them with water, which will rust them. Figure out how that works. You rust them with water, and then you can take them down. And it's best to take them down with either the gun or a powder keg that you light with the gun. Basically, you can find gunpowder barrels on the island.
Are you good through this area?
Yeah.
Okay.
We just need to turn a little bit more to the left, and we'll be facing directly south. Alright, so should be evened out in a second here. Then there will be...
Now it's just to the east.
Okay.
And, it's literally right there to the left.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. That is it.
Right directly in front of us?
No, that thing right to the left. Yeah, that's Blackwater Enclave.
Okay, I see. Let's turn to the left here. So then you see, in one wave, or maybe two, you see skeletons with seaweed on them. Apparently they super heal if they're in water, so keep them out of the water. But other than that, they should be easy to take down. In another one of the waves, there are skeletons with, what do you call them? Cloaks, like Harry Potter's invisibility cloak around them. Yeah. They're essentially ghosts. What you need to do is either have them be in the sunlight or light them up with your lantern, and then have someone else hit them. And yeah, so that's how that works. Then what are we looking for? Something to dig?
Do you have the map?
Oh, there's... yeah, I'll get it out in a second.
Yeah, there's 3 treasure chests in this island. One of them should be right about here. So let me dig here. Yeah.
Okay, you found one. And so the other one... Let's see, start where you are. The other one should be right on the opposite side of this little patch of grass. GG easy every time. Jesus Christ. Skeletons. But yeah. And then after that, you take down the captain that is with the crew of skeletons. And you take him down. You take him down in slightly more hits than the regular skeletons, but it's perfectly doable. Yeah. And then you kill the rest of the skeletons with him, and then you take his skull, I believe. Oh shit, there's a skull right here.
Oh wow.
Hateful bounty skull. Yeah, you can find skulls all over these islands from what I've seen. But the skull, it's talking to me.
Oh shit.
It's telling me to kill my family. Oh my god, it's Merrick Ishtar.
What the fuck?
Watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge Season 3 sometime, that's what I'm referencing. Oh shit, Skeleton Warriors. Don't you fucking dare. You piece of shit.
Okay,
yeah, that's...
the backside of the island with all the...
Oh wait, actually,
so
actually the captain skeletons, they drop the key to the doorway that hides a shit ton of treasure on the island. That's what they drop. And yeah, if you ever go onto a fort island or a similar island and they have a door with a skeleton face, essentially,
Yeah.
that's what you need. That's how you get the key to open them. Unfortunately, you don't always face the captains on those islands unless if it's a raid.
Skeleton Horde.
Yeah. Skeleton Warriors was a show in the 90s. It was literally a kid's cartoon in the 90s. Who the fuck are you? You fending them off?
Oh, well, he's running away. Yeah.
Yeah, if you beat them to the extent that they're hurt and don't have a weapon, they will fucking run away until you lose them. Then they will disappear. It's a pirate's life for me.
Alright, and then
Where?
I'll take us to the outpost.
And are you on the okay, hold on. Fucking these fucking little rocks. I'm coming. I tried to, like, I guess swim over some boulders that were in the water near the island. It got me stuck on them for some reason.
Yeah, that happened to me when I was swimming under trying to get to the other side.
And another thing with the raid islands or just the fort islands, there will be a barrel of gunpowder near a cannon, and the game will autocorrect to the cannon rather than letting you pick up the thing.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Okay, you want to Galleon's Grave Outpost.
Galleon's Grave.
Okay, it's directly south.
Just directly south, basically. Alright.
Alright, so turn away from the island so we don't fucking crash, hopefully. Alright, angle the sails so we get at least some speed before we turn around. Alright, just put up the anchor.
You raise the anchor?
Yep. I have that wheel anchored all the way to the right, so we should be turning decently enough. And
alright, drop the sail.
Yeah. I was just about to say turn it a bit so that you like get away from the island so you can correctly angle it so we turn around. Yeah, that's why I suggest doing those raid islands with at least 3 people. It'd be more comfortable with 4 though, to make sure at least one person stays on the island. Even if you're in the towers, that might reset the island if no one else is on it, but I could be wrong. That's just a theory of mine, but it could be that that's what it is.
So angle adjust.
Why did they put Rise of the Valkyries in this game and not anything else? There's only 3 maybe 4 tunes that the ship plays, and one of them is Rise of the Valkyries. Come on, it's a public domain song. Can you find some better public domain or other public domain songs than the more stereotypical ones? Gotta angle around these rocks to make sure that we don't crash. Alright. Alright, so we should be good for at least a little while. And we are going against the wind.
Yes.
Kind of wish this was like Wind Waker. In Wind Waker, at least the HD port for the Wii U, you get a thing that lets you redirect the wind. Alright, so
I feel like there should be like some kind of talisman charm or something that does that.
Yeah. Something similar to the thing in Wind Waker. We are pretty much headed straight for... Yeah, just keep going to the left. We are lazily going towards a rock.
Oh, no, I see. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Right, you can see because the sail isn't in your eyes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, that's one of the more shitty things trying to do this alone, is when the sail is angled in such a way that it's in your face. This is the outpost, right?
Yes, correct. I'm just gonna pull us forward and then do a sharp.
I'll tell you what, Daggertooth Outpost is actually an interesting one. Because, That one is awesome. It's basically Halloween themed, which I like.
Yeah.
You guys have been there before? Or you've just seen it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we've actually been there.
Alright. Alright, here we go. If you want to know when to drop anchor, I could count you down. Actually, you should probably do it now. Fuck. Dropped off the fucking boat.
Oopsie.
That's why I said do it now, but we'll fix this shit.
I did do it when you said it, but it takes...
Alright, right. There's like a 5 to 10 second delay on that shit.
I don't know, there's one hole right here.
What is the skull doing? Oh, you moved the skull down here?
Yeah, I moved everything down here just so if anyone passed us, they didn't see like the light.
Yeah, I was keeping the chickens in the second basement level down there. Just like for safekeeping.
Yeah.
It actually kind of screwed me up a little bit because I thought that there were chickens at one of the islands I was going to, but there we go. Sell the skull. And was it? Is there still one more chest on there, or two more?
Oh, there's still two more. Yeah.
Right. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. But anyways, what was I gonna say? It kept screwing me up because shit, what am I trying to say? The chickens kept squawking, so I thought it was nearby on the ship, like on land, but it wasn't. Where the hell was I? I can't remember that. If I looked on the map, I could probably remember it. It started with a K. Kraken's some shit.
Kraken's Rest or something?
Kraken's...
That's right here.
Kraken's Hole?
Turn around. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Yeah, oh dude, I was looking for this guy. One of the character designs for the gold guys, they literally remind me of... Or that guy reminds me of Junkrat. Like, I'm not lying, like, I think it's Plunder Outpost is the one I'm thinking of.
Alright, put a mission on the table.
Alright. Let's get this fucking chicken one done.
Okay.
Shit, do I even have the chicken one? Oh, it's not in the three that I...
Go back onto the island and get,
A duel with a pitiful crew. Have you done one of those?
No, I don't believe so.
Of the Royal Queen. Okay, there's my voyage.
Yeah. Alright, tell me which, oh, you have to vote for yourself as well.
Oh. Right, okay. So... we need to go to 2 different islands.
Yeah.
This is how you get skulls, too. The captains drop skulls. Rumored to be on the Isle of Last Words. I like how they... I like... It might be because the company that Rare is made in Europe, or based in Europe, or at least the developers of this game are. They spell things the British way, which I think adds a layer of authenticity to this.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that makes sense, because pirates would be British. Have you ever actually tried to dissect old accents of English?
I had to in high school, but after that, like, it was more like, you know, fuck this shit.
I've always been interested in, like, how languages work and shit like that. So, basically, I looked up, or I found this one video, interestingly enough, when I was on TV Tropes, looking up, I think it was English accents or some shit like that. And, it led me to a video by this one guy and his dad who are, they're basically people who work in plays in the UK.
Yeah.
And they mainly work in Shakespearean plays, I believe. And they basically dissected how the accent during Shakespeare's time would have made the script sound a lot different than just like a received pronunciation accent.
Yeah.
And they stupidly thought that back then the people who ran the place stupidly thought that no one would understand them if they just talked in the regular accent, so that's why that accent developed. It's kind of stupid, but it's just like, if you speak the common tongue in terms of an accent, I think people would understand you.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And for the most part, the accent that they came up with is a mix of Scottish, Irish, and Welsh, I believe. In terms of how it sounds. Yep. So just even it out, if you're not already.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically it's a mix of those three accents, and the way that they made it sound, it's very, very interesting to understand how that accent sounds. A lot more words sound more similar that are spelled the same way, and it actually made one of the jokes in Shakespeare's plays better. I can't remember which play it was, but it was basically a sex joke that is totally lost if you do it in any other accent than Old English accent that they came up with. And I can't remember the line, but if you heard it, you'd understand.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just like, yeah, it's a sex joke, and it's completely lost in translation with the different accent. And Shakespeare obviously wrote within his own accent, so yeah. Okay, so we should clear that rock on the right.
Keep going for like maybe a minute and then make a sharp turn to the west. Okay.
And we're going against the wind, so we can't speed up.
Yeah.
I actually like the way that, like, if you use your spyglass to look at the fort on the left, it looks actually really, really cool in this lighting. I love the Unreal Engine 4 that developers are starting to use for games. Like, this game looks excellent. The Spyro Remastered Trilogy looks excellent from the trailer that we've gotten. I think the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy used it, but I don't know. And Kingdom Hearts 3 actually looks really good with it. Have you seen the trailers for Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to wind up getting it on release.
Yeah. I'm getting it for both the PS4 and Xbox One. I would just be getting it for the Xbox One, but I already have the collections for my PS4. So it'd look weird in my collection if I didn't at least have it for the PS4. But I'm getting it for the Xbox One because I have the Xbox One X, which I'll be able to make it like an uncapped 60 frames a second sort of thing, like Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be able to do that on the PS4 without getting a PS4 Pro. We are turning towards a rock on the right.
Oh no, I know.
Okay. Oh, you're trying to circumnavigate this shit?
No, this is where we need to be, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Okay. I have not checked the map in, like, however long we've been sailing, so... It's just like... Yeah. Let me check the map. Yep, headed right for it. Okay, the Isle of Last Words. And then, yep, just shit. I'm off the fucking boat.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, hold on.
Right.
You might just want to drop anchor because we're so close to the isle, anyways. But
no, I'm just gonna pull
I'll be swimming. Oh right, I can speed up my swimming. I keep forgetting which button that is. It's the left stick on the Xbox controller. I keep accidentally pressing A. I don't know why. That's the jump button. I should be used to this. I've played Call of Duty. Fuck. You guys here for gang raping? I'll have you know that's sexual harassment and I don't have to take it. even though I kind of hate Doug Walker, the Nostalgia Critic still makes me laugh.
Doug Walker is the dude that plays him, or
Plays and co-writes him, yeah, and directs the show.
oh, what the fuck is wrong with Doug Walker?
Well, it's just that I remember telling you and Matt, I got bit by a fucking snake. I remember telling you and Matt the other day about the Channel Awesome controversy. I didn't get around to explaining it. Basically, there's too much to go over with, but basically, a lot of the ex-creators of Channel Awesome they wrote a 69, eventually extended like 73 or 74 page Google Doc with grievances towards the management of the site. I need to get fucking bananas.
What the fuck?
But yeah, and they did write one that they sent to the Channel Awesome staff years ago. Probably like I think they said 5 years ago or something like that. And basically, the short of it is Mike Michaud is a terrible CEO. He really shouldn't be in charge of that company, and he makes shitty decisions that really aren't that good for the company. For instance, one of the ex-creators of the show, or of the site, before he got kicked from the site.
Shit.
Oh, I got this guy. One of the ex-creators of the site, Wario, it's basically common knowledge at this point, so it doesn't matter if I say his name or not. Basically, he was essentially grooming, and I see the fucking captain. Captain something Russell. Russell, my Jimmy's buddy? But basically, he was grooming a young female employee of Channel Awesome to basically, I think, be his girlfriend or some shit, or be just in a relationship with him to some extent. Yeah. And basically, there were other women that also complained of shit like that. There we go. He got struck from the site as a result of it. And this shit didn't come out until about a month or two ago, when people put the pieces together, because they used a chat log. And they whited out his name for the most part, but they still left stuff that you could figure out the J, because his first name was Justin. And he committed suicide. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Damn.
After he got... He basically been suffering from depression, I assume, is what he was suffering from. And yeah, he died back in 2013, I want to say. But before that, he basically was just kind of a minor sexual predator. Not like minors like kids, but then again, the girl he was grooming was, I think, under 18, and he was getting her ready for when she turned 18. I think was the situation.
The Sunken Grove.
Let me eat a banana and then check. Last sighted on the Sunken Grove. Yep, I will go look for it. Oh, it's north. It's directly north.
Oh, directly north. Okay, well, let me make those corrections.
Yeah, it is almost direct. It is pretty much directly north from where we are, which is awesome.
Travel awesome.
Used to be that guy with the glasses until they rebranded themselves. Now they might rebrand themselves again to just the Nostalgia Critic. Doug Walker was very complacent in terms of what was going on with the management and everything. And the reason why he's not leaving the site for the most likely, or at least this is part of it, Mike Michaud owns he partly owns the IP to the Nostalgia Critic, because Channel Awesome as a company owns the IP, because Doug and Rob stupidly signed away the rights to the character, and Doug and Rob is his brother, who also writes the show with him, and stars in it as other characters. they own part of it, but Mike Machad owns like 95 or 98% of the company in terms of shares. So he technically owns most of the Nostalgia Critic.
Okay.
So they can't rightfully quit the site and keep doing the Nostalgia Critic. Yeah, unless if they maybe buy out the Nostalgia Critic from them, or maybe sue for the rights of the Nostalgia Critic back. People thought that that's what they were doing, because apparently Doug's personal Facebook said he worked at Channel Awesome, where it used to say he's a producer there.
Yeah.
But after 2 weeks, it was clear that he's still working for Channel Awesome, because he's still doing not only the Nostalgia Critic, but like movie reviews / reactions with his brother, like they've been doing. And I want to say after 2 weeks, because they were apparently like doing stuff to restructure the company a little bit in terms of like some kind of training. I can't remember what the hell they said that they were going to do, but sensitivity training, that was it. And yeah. And Channel Awesome is basically a pariah of the internet right now, because after the original version of the document came out, that was originally 69 pages, what they did is that they wrote a response to it.
Yeah.
And it does more harm than it does good, which is where the Jew Wario stuff came from, how people figured it out. So in other places they mention chat, or they show screenshots of chat logs or whatever that don't prove anything that they say where they put them. And not only that, the other things that they don't present proof, or what they say is proof, for debunking what the people have said. They just say, you should believe us because fuck these people. It's just like, and it doesn't help their case when Mike Machad is a... Should I lower the anchor?
Yeah, you can do so now.
He's accused of being very sexist towards some of the female members, or some of the ex-female content creators of the website. And it doesn't help his case when it doesn't help his case to say that he's not sexist when most of the responses that were done in a childish manner, I should say, as well, where they actually pointed out certain people with the response, or with the comments that they were responding to, he basically... they're up here. They basically, the only true responses listed a few of the female staff members who accused him of sexism. No one else. No one else. And other than that, they, and you can tell they were written by Machad, too, because they feel really salty in terms of how they're written. Like, I'm serious. They were salty they're salty like a summer day, or some shit like that. Pulled that shit from All Time Low's lyric book. Anyways, so yeah, they feel salty if you read them. And, yeah, you can tell from that Mike Machad really doesn't care for females in a way that he should. Yeah, oh shit. Skeleton Warriors. There's the captain. Oh shit, I don't think... Yeah, I didn't fill up on ammo. Yeah, just keep hitting him, eventually he'll die. Where the fuck did the other one go? Oh, there it is. It's running away. Oh, do you have ammo? Oh, I was just... There we go.
Let me take...
Dude, this shit is awesome! You want to carry the gun bear? The gunpowder?
Oh, yeah, I'll take that.
I already raided those barrels.
Yeah,
so. They were just... Oh, shit.
Just run.
You can't run with items in your hand for some reason.
Well, yeah, you can't run, but I'm saying even walk while running.
That's halfway retarded. It really is. That you can't run with shit in your hands. I hope that they patch that so you can.
I say you should be able to run with certain things in your hand, like bananas, skulls, wood, but you shouldn't be
Yeah.
able to run with like chests or guns.
At least those I would understand.
Alright, where's the nearest outpost? We are here at the Sunken Cove. And
Galleon's
it looks like the
something
mission
outpost?
I'm gonna go to
Galleon's
Dagger
Grave
Tooth
outpost?
on that side of the island.
Oh,
Now I'm
okay.
going to Dagger Tooth.
Oh, Daggertooth.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's west.
Halloween. And I will angle us away from the island.
Alright.
And what direction is it?
West.
West. Okay. So after we pull away from the island a bit, I will redirect us. Okay. So, yeah. They don't mention any of the male people who complain to her, ex-content creators of the site, by the way. One of the females that they pointed out was Lindsay Ellis, the nostalgia chick.
Yeah.
And they pointed out a thing that she complained about with the there we go. We are going west with the script for To Boldly Flee, the 3rd anniversary movie for the site. And in one of the, I think it's one of the earlier scenes, because I think that's where it's placed in the movie. There's a black comedy rape scene between her nostalgia chick character and Linkara. Or I think it's either Linkara or in his show his alternate universe robot counterpart Mechakara. That's how that shit works in Linkara's universe, I guess. And Linkara also complained about that too not only in the document but also on Twitter. A lot of these things were compiled through people's things on Twitter. That's how this shit got started. It was a Twitter thread that got really, really big. So that's why they compiled it into a Google Doc. And yeah, they didn't bring up Linkara at all, and Linkara complained about it too. Not only that, but the stupid chat log that they showed saying that she felt okay about it was clearly after they shot the movie and they were doing ADR and stuff. So, in editing and post and everything, so... Yeah, it's just like... What the fuck are you guys doing? I don't know.
That should be it right there.
There we go. So, should I turn to the right?
You do whatever you think.
Or is it on the other side?
It's on the piers are right there, like in front of us and slightly to the right.
Alright. Let me lower these, or let me raise these sails a bit. So we don't go crashing in again. Alright. You didn't lower the anchor yet, did you?
No, I did.
Okay. Okay, so we are... That is the fastest way to turn around, by the way, if you're going, like, fast and you lower the anchor. Hold on, I wanna get us closer to the island, so it's a less painful trip back. There's also a chance that there could be sharks in the water, so...
That is true.
Those things will take, like, I think 5 hits of either the cutlass or the gun. And I fucking need ammo. Where the hell is the ammo? We don't have an ammo chest, do we? Or no, we do. We do. Alright.
Alright, you can drop her now.
And there we go. Perfect parking. Maybe I'm ready for a car. Then in this bouncy skill. I wish we were a little bit closer so we could land perfectly on the dock, but other than that, fine.
Oh yeah, right. I should probably go get a skull. What the hell am I doing?
Yeah, I'm like, did you grab something? I was just seeing your character. It's just like, did you grab something? And you know where to turn those in, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Can I remember where this bitch is? Yeah, I remember.
Alright, pick up.
Nope, not there.
Bounty skull.
The skull. It wants to be reunited with its body. But unfortunately for you, your body's dead.
Finally, daytime. I actually hate nighttime in this game, but it's partially because it actually looks like nighttime.
Alright, so right in there.
Oh shit! 1387. Now they know how gold that shit was.
Yeah, skulls are worth a lot, especially the rare ones. They're worth more than even the fucking gold.
That was to be.
Like I brought up Team 4 Star's first stream of this, one of the skulls that they got from the raid island or raid fort is that it was a skull that was worth like 3,000 something. I want to say like 3,800 something. Yeah, and then they turned in a chest, and it was worth like they turned in a chest, and it was only like 2,000 something. Where did you put them?
It's right here. You gotta vote for it.
Oh right, we only got skulls.
Okay, how long is this?
Tussle with a pitiful crew of the waiting hell. Skeleton warriors. Last spotted haunting Scurvy Eiley.
Northwest.
Scurvy Eiley. Kind of sounds like a an emo boy band that does Everly Brothers covers. All right, I got the wheel turned all the way to the left.
You sure you want to? Oh, then yeah. Let me raise the sails all the way up first.
They are all the way up.
Turning. And now. Alright, let me just turn. I'll hand it off to you.
And Scurvy Eiley, right. Let me zoom this out a little bit. Right directly northwest. Northwest. And let's see. And
I thought the fucking sun was rising. What happened to that?
We might be on the northernmost part of the planet. Unless if I'm mistaken my geography right there. History's more my strong suit than geography. Alright, so going around the island, and it's right directly northwest. So, straighten it out in a few seconds.
How
interesting.
People can see those.
Yeah. I went dark too for my thing because it turned to night. I was basically in a place that's kind of like this, where it's mostly cloudy, and I was just like, turn off the fucking shit. One of the fucking boats I was on, or not that I was near, tried to fucking shoot me. I was like, motherfuckers, I don't have shit that you would want. I'm just looking for fucking chickens. I'm looking to choke my chicken and get a new chicken, so I can choke it too. I mean, that's what most likely the people who wanted the fucking chicken would do with it anyways, kill it for food. Either that or get in an illegal cockfight. Wait, would that be illegal? I don't think it would.
What?
No? Cockfights. In this game, like in this game's universe. Yeah. It's just like, not even on the seas, especially at like a fort or an outpost or some shit. The outposts really don't give a shit. I remember there's One Piece for the anime. It had this filler, like several episode long filler arc after I think it's Water 7 where the Water 7 arc where the crew goes for some luxury and shit like that, and they basically stop at an outpost that is just like, hey, you can stop here. No one gives a shit as long as you can pay. That's basically law of the sea. Okay, the first place we're gonna pass by is Kraken Watchtower, and after that it's Scurvy Isle.
Okay.
So past this place we're coming up to. We going with or okay? We are going with the wind, so I will anchor or I will angle this shit so we can pick up speed.
He can lower it all the way, see.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to do. Okay. I like the fact that your guy just looks like a caveman stuck out of time. Oh shit, I forgot. And the place where you can purchase shit for costumes, they have a 0 gold day 1 eye patch.
Huh.
Unless if they patched it out, but I don't think that they did. I don't see why they would.